Hello, and once again, welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode, I don't know. Just give me a second, we'll find out. I think it's 53, to be quite honest. I think it's 53. 53! Ha! I was right. Don't adjust your screens. I am this bright. I got all the bright colors on today. Very happy, cheerful colors. Come to you with a cup of coffee, because you can't have too much coffee. You can, but I can't. So, to begin, it is January 6, 2023, and today I'm picking the first round of winners. Excuse me while I adjust. For the Leggings Mal that I'm hosting, and I have chosen two winners from Ravelry using random number generator. And on the Chatter thread, the winner gets a $7 pattern and $7 pattern or below. So if you would contact me on Ravelry or Instagram, or if you email me, all my information is below in the description. If you email me, just leave me a comment below and let me know you're emailing me, because I don't check my email. But the winner of the Chatter thread, $7 pattern or below, is number 24, who is Crafty Number Nerd. Christina in Texas, congratulations. You are the winner on the Chatter thread. And I believe you said you were going to start your pattern in December sometime. Maybe you were better than me, because I'm ripping mine out and I'm restarting it in January. Okay, and for the WIP FO thread, the prize is this skein of yarn from Greenlambkin Yarn, who is a UK dyer, and the colorway is Bramble. It's BFL high twist sock superwash, and the winner of that prize is number 3 in the WIP FO thread, and that is Shauna Stitches. So Shauna, I know we're friends on Instagram. If you would send me your full name and mailing address on Instagram, that would be great, and I'll get this out to you next week. I'm pretty bad about mailing stuff, but I promise I'll get it out next week, because I do have to go to the post office soon. But that is the winners on the back of my American Express, some kind of pre-qualified thing. Woohoo for not having scratch paper. Okay, let's talk about knitting. I have done a little bit of knitting. I have done a little bit of reading too. So this is a reading / knitting episode. Oh, and I just wanted to point out, there was one person who actually finished their and I wish I had a prize just for a finished object, but I don't know how many people are going to actually finish, so I don't want to be unfair. But Andy the Knitress, hello, your leggings are beautiful. You did an amazing job. Your whole outfit in the picture you posted on Ravelry, chef's kiss. Beautiful. You did wonderful. You're beautiful. But let's talk about knitting. And I don't have a prize picked out to give away this time. I'll do that next week, since I announced one this week. I'll get a prize pack together to announce next week, which will be January the 13th, which will be a 3.5 day weekend for me. Woohoo! Oh, look at that. I have 2,000 hours of watch time. Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry, I got squirreled there for a second. Squirrel! If you look right there, that gray poofy thing, that's a squirrel. Squirrel. Okay. So let's talk about knitting. Let's talk about the sweater. I haven't knit on the sweater in a couple days. I picked up something else and started knitted on it, and I'm a very monogamous knitter. It's hard for me just to pick something up and then go back to something else, and then back, I'm back. I can't do it. I gotta devote a few days to something and then a few days to something else. So this is the Whatever sweater by Julie Knits in Paris. Let me scoot back so you can see the full thing. It's very similar to my outfit today, where it's bright as hell. Maybe not as bright as mine. This needs more orange in it. It has a little orange section right here. It's kind of orange and green, but that's the Whatever sweater. And I think I'm going to do another inch and then start the ribbing for a split hem. But this is how much I got. This is Mountain. Let me see. Lisa got me these. I've Knit All the Yarn podcast. Twin Mountain Handcrafts. She put these in my Christmas gift. But I've got from here down. So that's about 1.5 inches. From here to here. That's about 1.5 inches. And I'm mixing 2 colors together. I got them on here just to, because I have it beside my sofa, and it's easier to knit with this than trying to keep them in a bag. But this is MadTosh Ultramarine Violet, and this is Dream in Colors on the Smooshy base, Galaxy, I believe. I don't know what I've done with any of the tags. I don't know where anything is anymore. I don't know where my mind is. But those two together are very similar. You can kind of see the Dream and the Galaxy mixed with the Ultra. They're very similar, but the only variation is in that Dream and Color, the Galaxy colorway. But after this, I'm going to put a black in, or a very dark gray. I think I'm going to do the Pretty Twisted Yarn Black Hole Sun, where it's got neon speckles through it. I'm just scared it's going to look weird, because this isn't as variegated. But it might pull the whole thing together because it's got all these colors in it. So I'm thinking it might work out beautifully. Hang on, let me grab a skein of that so you can see, because I think she's got some on pre-order right now. Yeah, I think I saw the other day where she has these on pre-order. So this is Black Hole Sun, and if you would look, it's got colors. It's got the neon pink, the neon yellow, green. It's got some orange in it and blue. I don't know if it's got a little bit of green right there, yeah. But I think I'll pull the whole thing together if I just hold them double at the bottom. And I'm going to do a split hem where it's a high-low hem, where the back is lower and the front is higher, to cover my booty. And that's the plan. And I'm going to make the sleeves, like I said before, to about right past my elbow. I'm going to do a full sleeve where there's no decreasing, because if you see here, this lovely arm does not need decreasing. So till I get right here, I'm not going to start decreasing. I'll do a rapid decrease and do like 1.5 inch cuff, so it'll stay without curling up. I'm talking dreams here. Who am I to finish a sweater? I don't. I need helpers. I need sweater helpers or cheerleaders or something. I do have a sweater cheerleader for this sweater. Jessica, you are amazing. She's Cafe Counter Bean Knits, and she has her own podcast on YouTube, and I'll link it below. But she is my sweater cheerleader. She cheers me on all the way to finish a sweater, and I appreciate that, Jessica. But can we just talk about this? I don't know what this is called. It's like a Lazy Susan. But how handy are these? Especially if you're holding, you have to hold two threads together at the same time throughout the sweater. But how handy is this? Does anybody else use these? I've had this forever. It lives on my desk, and I just thought last week after I was finished recording, I'm like, I think I'll use this. So I did. I've been loving it. Oh, also, I didn't realize there was a day 25 to my Lemonade Shop advent calendar. There was a day 25. Look. It's got like all the colors. This is total Lemonade Shop right here. So I've got to go get in that big bag of minis and find Lemonade Shop and add this onto the. I have all the each brand on a piece of ribbon, so I have them all together and they're not getting mixed up. So I got to remember to do that. But okay, next up on knitting is an old whip. Old whip. And I don't think I have the pattern with me. And I forgot the name of it. So let's go into my projects. I think it's called Maytham by Helen Stewart. Let's double check. Sorry I'm very bright right now, but it's my computer. Maytham. Yes, Maytham Shawl by Helen Stewart. I'll minimize that so I'm not so bright. And I'm using from memory, and I realized this is it. I'm in the middle of a row. Of course, I couldn't finish a row. The rows are like 595 stitches. And last week I told you, or sometime I told you, I had like 10 rows left on this. No, I had 20. I'm an accountant. I can't count, apparently, without a calculator. I'm a millennial. I'm an elder millennial. I can't count. Okay? Okay. But this is the shawl so far. Mid-row. I can't stretch it out because mid-row, that's some of it. That's the rest of it. It's beautiful. But this cream is Primrose, and I don't remember the colorway, but it's a singles base. Who am I to knit with a singles base? I hate single base. But it's beautiful in this. It's absolutely beautiful. The stitch definition is just gorgeous. And this was years ago. I wonder if I have when I started this. I said I had a project page for it, but I might not. I just have it in my favorites. Is it in here? I don't see it. No, I need to get better about this year. I want to start doing project pages. Maybe. Or just finish whips and talk about them. But I know this colorway, the orangey, is Stranded Dye Works Koi on the BFL base. And I absolutely love Koi. That's like one of my favorite colorways ever. I can't remember if I was knitting on this last week or not. But I'm trying to find the stitch marker to show me how much I've knit. I use these dinky little stitch markers. Right there it is. I've knit from here up since last time, which is about, I don't know, 10 rows. So I'm about halfway through what I needed to do to finish it. And I think it calls for a picot bind off. No. Stretchy bind off all the way. I don't know how to do a picot bind off. I heard it takes forever. I don't wanna. So, this is the Maytham shawl. And this is all I've been knitting on for the past few days. Yesterday I had no work to do at work. I finished all my work at 9:40 a.m. So I tinked on this through the day a little bit. I did about one row from 9:40 to 5. I didn't exclusively just knit on it all day. I did help people and work and do a little bit, but you know how it is. Look at this yarn. Look how beautiful that colorway is. I don't know if Stranded Dye Works still has koi in their repertoire, but you could always ask him. I don't think he's dying right now. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I'm not going to knit. I was about to start knitting, but I'm not going to knit. Okay, and then I picked up a book to read. Actually, I went to Books A Million and bought a few books, and then I got one book in the mail. I got no Yarn Happy mail in the past week. So, I will start with the book I got in the mail. I was watching Haley Pham, who is a big vlogger on YouTube. She doesn't call herself a booktuber, but she talks about a lot of books. But she talked about this book being one of her favorite books of 2022. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot. Better than the movies. It's a romance. I don't know if it's young adult or not. A sweet and funny love letter to romantic comedies. Perfect for anyone who wishes their life had a film-worthy soundtrack, a quirky wardrobe, and a memorable meet cute. That's just a blurb from somebody. But a lot of people say they like it, so I thought I'd try it. So that's the only Happy Mail I got. And then I went to Books A Million and I bought a few books, and I know this one, Truly Devious, is a series, and there's like 4 or 5 books in the series. So I just bought the first one. I haven't started it yet. My goal this year, if you want to add me, go follow me on Goodreads. My link for Goodreads is below. But I'm only going to read 12 books this year. I'm going to give myself a goal of 1 book a month because I'm a slow reader and I don't have much time to read, and I don't like audiobooks. Do not like audiobooks. I hate people's voices most of the time that read them things. So I have to have the actual book in front of me and read it. I love to read the book. I love reading. It's just so hard to get into it sometimes when I'm being distracted. Okay, so that's Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. And there's like a lot in this series, and I've heard good things. Okay, this is the second book in a series, I think. I don't know if you need to read the first one, but it says The New Thursday Murder Mystery Club Mystery. The New Thursday Murder Club Mystery. Is that the name of the book? I've got that book. I haven't read it yet, so I gotta read the first book first. But it says The Bullet That Missed. I don't know if I have The Bullet That Missed. I don't know if I need to read that first before I read this one. I have to go online and look. But this is The Man Who Died Twice. A Thursday Murder Club Mystery. I don't know. By Richard Osman. I've heard good things. I think it just came out, but why not? It was a different genre, and I'm not sure what genre. Mystery, maybe? I don't know. I try to pick up different genres. This is young adult. I'm 40 years old, and I'm still reading young adult. It's just my fancy. I can't help it. I'm a kid at heart. And then I got, whoops, that turn on now. Okay. And then I got another one of these. It's like a spin-off on Disney Tales. So this is Love. So this is basically Cinderella. It says, what if Cinderella never tried on the glass slipper? It's a chunky one too, and hardback. So I might get to this one day. I have 3 other ones. I started one of them. I think it was The Beauty and the Beast. Whatever that was called. It's up on my top shelf. I can't read that far away. I started it on audiobook. Couldn't stand the author reading it, or the person reading it, so I'm just going to have to pick up the book and read it. The hard thing is, I want to knit, and I want to read. And I have to look at my knitting, and I have to look at my reading. So you can't do both at the same time. I'm in a conundrum. Conundrum, I tell you. So this is Love by Elizabeth Lim. I love the concept of these books. I just haven't read them. And then finally, this is a fantasy, adult fantasy, I think. The Atlas 6. A lot of people have read this. I mean, I just go by what I see on BookTube, which is basically YouTube book vlogs. And the Atlas 6 got a lot of good reviews. So, and there's one more after this. This is a 2-book series. So I've got this. But the one I'm reading right now is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And it's basically a young adult fantasy. Right up my alley. And there's several books in this series too. But I'm only on like page 30. Let's see. 29. But I loved the first chapter. I want to show you the first chapter. It's one freaking sentence. That's my kind of chapter. But the whole book overall is like, I think this is the whole book, if it had page numbers, is 365 pages. So it's a bit of a chunky book for me. Since I'm a slow reader, I started it it was this week sometime. And I just wake up in the morning and read a page or two. So it's very good. It's kind of sad at the beginning. Not sad enough to make you cry, but it was like, what the hell, kind of sad. And I hope it gets a little bit more intense, because right now it's kind of like, okay, this is nice. So I've got a stack of books I'm going to read. I don't know if I want to read this book and then go get the next one in the series and read the whole series, then go on to the next series of books, but for now I'm aiming for one book. So my Goodreads goal is 12 books in 2023. I'm awful with goals. If you give me a goal, I will fail and quit. I am a quitter. Look at my whips. Okay, pan up. Those are all my whips. I'm not good with goals. I'm not good at completing things. Anyways, let me move these books aside. Besides reading books and knitting, I've been working. I worked 3.5 days this week. Yeah, because we were off Monday for New Year's. And today I only work till noon on Fridays, as we know. And my fairy lights are on, but you can't see them hardly because the batteries are dying. Oh, and I should know better than not to show the bag that my shawl's living in. It's living in a Knit for Brains bag. She's on Etsy. Her name's Laura. She's awesome. Haven't talked to you in a while, Laura. We need to touch base. I miss you. But, my gnome bag. But in life, I think I told you last week I put together... No, I recorded before I put together the desk. I put together my daughter's desk. And it looks quite good. And we got her a computer to put on it for college. I think I did tell you that. And what else? What else has been going on? What's going on with you? Tell me something new with you. Do you have 2023 goals? I don't. I want to cook more. Last night, yesterday, I went and got my medicine, and while I was there at the checkout, I did an impulse purchase and bought a Taste of Home magazine with recipes. And I made lemon roasted potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Beautifully done. Tastes wonderful. I roasted those in the oven. I was going to do them in the air fryer, but I had to use the grill on my air fryer for the chicken. So I need 2 air fryers. Is anybody else in that state where they just find themselves wanting more air fryers? I like the air fryer better than the stove and the grill and the oven. My Ninja air fryer and grill. But then I also made Caribbean jerk chicken with the potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Oh my god, it was so good. You were supposed to marinate it for 6 hours, but I failed to read that part until I started pureeing everything for the marinade. So it marinated 10 minutes. So it had a very slight taste, but you could taste it, and it was so good. It was mainly like lemon juice, jalapenos, and green onions. Oh my god. And you put a little oil in it, and you put a little nutmeg and allspice. I've never had Caribbean jerk chicken. That was amazing. I'm going to make it again tomorrow and make the marinade in the morning and marinate the chicken all day. It's going to be superb. So, my Dilbert keeps falling over. My husband bought me this for my birthday last year, I think. He falls over all the time. He needs one of those little stands. I love Funko Pops, if y'all haven't been able to tell. But I'm going to do something wacky for you readers out there that like to read too. I'm going to put my wish list address for Amazon on the books I want under this video, so you can kind of see, like, I know there's a way to do it on Goodreads, but I'm not Goodreads savvy, I'm Amazon savvy. So I'm going to put my wish list underneath here for you to see my book goals. And maybe you want to jump on that bandwagon. I don't know. You see the books I've got, and you want to see the books I want to get. So maybe we can have like a little reading thing together. I know Lisa of Knit All the Yarn podcast says she might start reading The Cruel Prince, but she listens to it on audiobook. I'm wondering how this sounds on audiobook. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to get on Audible because it's expensive. I'm trying to go cheap. I mean, this book already was $12.99. I get a discount at Books A Million. Okay, I've yammered on enough. Tell me how you're doing. What are you knitting? All the good things, all the new things. Just tell me what's going on. Next week I'll have a prize to give away. I'll announce and show here on the next episode, episode 54, next time. I wish I would have had that ready today because I would have liked to have done the Pretty Twisted Yarns orange to match this bright ass shirt. I love this shirt. Everybody at work was like, wow, you look shiny and happy. I didn't know if I should have took that as a compliment, but I did. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, a great night, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you next week on the January 13th, Friday, for another episode. So y'all have a good one. Bye.